Hey guys, long time no see. So I had a bit of a rough start in life to my first quarter. In Strat Talk, we were 2 and up in January, beginning of February, 2 and up. Then got a 3 to the face. So that's all right. Sometimes things happen in life and we have to take time to heal, and then we get back to the grind. So here I am, I'm back, hoping to start making more videos regularly again, as it is what I enjoy doing. I'm going to try not to have to edit these videos, if at all, so just to make it easier on me. But let's see what we got going on. I know a lot of people have had a tough time trading so far this first quarter, and that is understandable because we are stuck. We are stuck currently trading inside last year's range. You can just kind of look at the SPY monthly right here. For the past 6 months or so, we've just been going sideways. And the reason for that is because if we go to the yearly, hide all these drawing tools, we knew last year that we were likely going to become an outside year, which we did. We achieved that. We took out the highs, failed the upside. So when that happens, we look to take out the other side. So that happened. Then we got a yearly flip and we're just stuck inside. So this hasn't happened. Now, it's also not guaranteed we're going to stay inside, but we hope we don't. But we haven't had an actual inside year in 20 years. So when things like that happen, you got to learn that you have to understand your trading conditions, and that sometimes it's best to, pull off the gas a little bit, slow your trading down, not expect giant moves like we were used to and blessed with in 2022. So knowing your environment is very important. Okay, so let's kind of start. Let's get into this. I do have my yearly opens marked, which is important for full time frame continuity. You want to know when you're, green on the year, quarter, month, all those things. Again, we're still stuck, and we're not going to be unstuck until we can take out this pivot high up here, basically. Because if you just kind of quickly look at it, you can see we're just tightening up, right? We had a high and a low, and we've been chopping around in here ever since. So it's been tricky trading for sure. We are currently a 2 down, 2 up on the month. Monthly magnitude would be this level here, which is a high of 418.31. And on the weekly, we're just 2ing up. 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up. And we're not going to reverse this anytime soon until we get a weekly reversal back down. So as long as we don't break the previous week's low, you should still be bullish biased. And again, we're looking to take out that pivot high. And on Friday, we actually hit this weekly magnitude here, or this daily pivot high, and that's right where we reversed at 415.05. So if you know about your magnitudes and when you're at possible exhaustion risk, you can play the other way, which we did. We played a 15-minute 2 up, 2 down reversal. So that's the outlook for the SPY. Q's a little bit different, but still kind of a similar situation. We need to get above last month's 3 in order to have a bullish bias. Otherwise, if we start to fail this side, we would look to take out the other side. However, I'll get to that in a minute. The VIX is super low, but hang on just a minute because the Qs are a lot closer. I feel like maybe not. Hold on. Yeah. So SPY has 4.6% to go to reach its target. And the Qs have, yeah, 4.9 actually. So looks can be deceiving. But anyway, if we can continue with this 3-2 up, the magnitude or target is 334. And the Qs look kind of a lot nicer to play because we had a slight 2 down last week, which is a slight corrective activity. So we can get in on the 2 down, 2 up week. You see this slight lower low here with no follow through. So that's corrective activity. So on the Qs, if we get this 2 down, 2 up weekly reversal, we're still targeting this 334, right? IWM, completely kind of a different story. Still stuck, clearly. You have this high to this low. And then stuck, right? So you want to be mindful of what you're trading and why, because if I were trading, I would not want to be trading. If I had to pick one, I would not pick IWM because it's super stuck. It's stuck dead center of the previous month. It was an inside week this past week. And this weekly candle could really break either way. So the yearly open is this 170, we'll call it 176 level. So it's trying to stay above that for yearly time frame continuity. And I'll go to the yearly real fast. As long as we're above that level, it's green on the year. But very stuck. So not the one that you want to be trading. Okay, the VIX, and why everything is so slow and not explosive and not that fun. When volatility is down, that means our moves are muted. So the VIX just went 2 up, 2 down on the month. It missed its monthly target by 1 penny, actually. But it'll get there. It'll take out that pivot low. And then the next target, if we keep with this low volatility, slow grind up, the next target would be from January of 2022. So like 15 months ago. And then November of 2021. We hope it doesn't get that low. And I've been seeing people posting some sort of trend line. Let's see. Very particular. Okay, so there it is. So we're right there. Like right there. Do you see it? Right there. So that will be interesting. Not that I care about trend lines, but... All right, Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been really strong lately. We had this beautiful daily broadening formation, and it resolved to the upside when you got this 3-1-2 up week. I scrolled back and got levels from the daily and the weekly. There's a quarterly fair value gap fill up here. Just to zoom in for you guys on the daily, here are your targets. Right now it's looking bullish because this 2-1-2 down didn't hit magnitude and is green. So it looks more like a bullish rev strat is shaping up. And you don't want to be necessarily shorting because you have full time frame continuity. So maybe we open up tomorrow, or I guess the new candle happens in 2 hours and 44 minutes. Maybe you get this, where it hits that target of 31,306. I don't play crypto. I haven't played crypto since like really, really early 2018, after we hit the first all-time high back in 2017. because I couldn't short legally, and I do everything legally. So, okay, XLE. Not like the prettiest price action really, but you do have a 2 down, 2 up month. Ugh. It's just kind of ugly. And just continuation up on the week, 2 2 2 2 2 2 up, bunch of twos. And then you've got this gap here as well. Dream scenario would be a 2 down that fills the gap, and then a 2 back up to re-trigger the month and hit monthly magnitude. Not a lot really to say with XLE. Gold is, it's pretty much just like what happened with SPY on the year. We wanted it to go outside year. It did go outside year. The long was the SSS 50% rule. When we took out this month's low, retraced 50%, coming for that side. And then the new target is a new all-time high. Perfect, like broadening formation, right? And this also is still 2ing up on the week, and that's not going to change until we can break a previous week's low. It would be nice to see, though, a little bit of corrective activity or a pullback and then resumption. That would also be like dream scenario if you are a gold player. XLU, kind of stuck in the middle of this big broadening formation. We did go 2 down, 2 up on the month, and we did hit actual monthly magnitude. So, what's shaping up now? So, since you hit magnitude, that puts you at exhaustion risk, and it looks like we're setting up for a 2 up, 2 down reversal, which would look something like that. And maybe it comes and fills this gap down here. And you've got an inside day setting up for Monday, which could give you a 2-1-2 down, which would trigger the week, and then maybe fill the gap. So temporary exhaustion risk on XLU. XLP. Also just like a really ugly chart. But it is a 3-2 continuation on the month, which I don't personally play 3-2s on a time frame, but it doesn't mean that I can't go down to a smaller one and play it if it is still in force and looks bullish. You do have full time frame continuity is green. Your target would be this weekly pivot high here at 76.25. Also could use some corrective activity, right? You don't just want to hop in. You kind of want to wait for corrective activity. And it's also setting up for a bearish looking Monday, which maybe could trigger the week also. XLV. So XLV also had a 2 down, 2 up month that hit magnitude. So temporarily might be at exhaustion risk. Doesn't really look like it though. And then you had this pivot machine gun, which took out all those pivots. Oh, I don't think it took out. Nope, missed that one by a nickel. But still, you're at no risk of reversing. And if this keeps going, you can continue playing it to the upside. And it looks like for Monday, it's set up for a bullish reversal back up. If you go, because this 2 up, 2 down didn't get any follow through, right? So that's still very bullish. So if you break Friday's high Monday, you can continue to play that. And you know your targets, just mark your weekly candle highs. Those are your targets. Financial sector had that big bank scare which was shown in the charts before the news even happened. And I'm not going to lie, I completely fumbled a WFC Wells Fargo swing, but I'm not a swinger, so still working on that. But you had a 2 up at exhaustion, 2 up, 2 down reversal, took out 1, 2, 3 targets on the monthly and a bunch on the weekly. It would have been much cooler if this month would have made a new low before flipping. But right now you're just kind of stuck, right? I mean, I would actually love a bearish reversal and then take out this low to complete. We already made the top of the Browning formation. I would like to complete the bottom. So that is what I would like to see, but we don't always get what we want. XLB stuck. Stuck. You do have this nice Browning formation though. You had a high, a low, new high, new low. Are we trying to make a new high? We shall see. And again, price is not reversing until we break a previous week's low because it's impossible. we can't go lower until we break a low. So technically full time frame continuity. We did just recently take out the lows, so we would look to come up and take out the highs in the next coming weeks, maybe 3 or 4 probably, unless we get a weekly reversal. Don't know. Gotta play it as you see it. XLI. I actually kind of like this. You've got this little broadening formation here, right? And we recently took out the lows, so maybe we go and take out the highs. And you've got a inside week setup forming. So maybe this goes 212 up and makes new highs in the next week or 2. That's gotta stay there. We'll put that there. That would be your weekly target on a 212. Target 1, and then target 2 would be the pivot high up there. XLY actually looks really nice for bullish continuation. We've got a potential RevStrat week setting up, which is a 2 down that failed, or didn't fail, but in this case failed and turned green. So you would look to see something like that next week. You've got a weekly pivot target. Well, technically your first target here. Technically your first target would be 149.63, and then your second target would be this 153, and then ultimate target up there at 158. So this looks pretty nice for continuation. XLK. Okay. This looks like a 2 down, but I checked. It's actually an inside candle, so my script is wrong. Hold on just a second. We don't have a daily actionable signal, but this candle's low was 146.51, and so was this. So it's not a 2 down, because a 2 down has to break the previous bar by at least a penny. And if it's equal, then it's an inside bar. So what I imagine will happen is we go 212 up and take out this double top up here. So you got 151.86 and 151.51, which that's not like a huge range or anything, but the market makes double tops and double bottoms to be taken out. That's the target for sure. XBI. You got a bit of an internal broadening formation happening. but pretty also stuck. And if you just blend with your eyes, you can see you've got lower highs and you got higher lows. So this is also just tightening up. And then what happens in these big tightening ranges is internal broadening formations, which is what you see here. We took out the lows. So ideally, you would want to go and take out that high. But that's pretty far away. And I don't think is possible to happen this month. Especially with the VIX being super low. SMH, we know NVIDIA has been super strong lately. Did this take out 28.18? Yep. Okay. So based on the weekly chart, you have a bullish rev strat, which I mean, so if you open up this week, your first target would be this local pivot high right there at 263.57, which would not re-trigger because it hasn't triggered, but it would trigger the 3-2 continuation up on the month. And then you've got this monthly target here, which I made a 1-line thickness because it's not like a main target, because main targets are pivot highs, which would be like that guy. So if semiconductors stay strong, I mean, we have no reason to believe that they're going to reverse anytime soon. They had that opportunity last week and didn't do it. So that means the bears are not here. They're not participating, and you want to be on the bullish side. Okay, that covers everything, and I hope you guys have a good trading week. We got a new earnings season coming up, so hopefully that will bring some yummy volatility, and I will catch you guys on the next one.